How goes it? Harry here from USA Pentathlon. Welcome to part 2 of overstriding. In part 1, we went through what it was, and now in part 2, we're going to go through drills to avoid it. We have 3. Number 1, running in place. Number 2, what I'll call drop squats. And number 3, bounding. Let's go see what they look like. 3 drills. I'm going to do these drills barefoot because if you have 12 millimeters of foam under your feet, you're not going to be able to feel your force and how you're exerting it backwards to go forwards. So drill number 1, running in place and then leaning forward. Pretty simple. When you jog in place, you won't reach out in front of you with your feet, so you can't overstride. And then when you lean forward, you'll feel the force from the ground go directly through where it should, and then gravity will pull you forward. Drill number 2, drop squats. Make believe like someone stole the ground out from underneath you and then catch your weight with your legs. You'll feel that force go directly through the same place where it does when you're running. Your center of gravity. Now, if you're looking for a challenge here, you can increase the height from which you jump and still try and land as lightly as you possibly can. Check this out. If you raise the height enough, you're really going to learn to absorb that force. Now, if you want a real test of lightness and load absorption, try taking off your shoes. You're going to feel that weight go straight through your feet. Let's see this in slow motion. Now, if I were to land without bending my legs in an overstriding fashion, as if I were running, I'd probably break something. This is just an accentuated way to show that if you land wrong, you're going to hurt yourself. Instead, the force goes straight into my legs, like it's supposed to. The third drill, and most difficult, is called bounding. Let's see that again. My right foot lands, and I drive with my left knee. I try and get as much hang time as possible. And right when my left foot hits the ground, I exert as much force as I possibly can down, driving everything else forward. Now what this does is it lets you feel where that force really should come from. Now obviously you don't run like this, but each stride when you're running normally is pretty much just a smaller version of a bound. If you want a challenge and a great plyometric exercise, try hill bounding. Really focus on that knee drive and being as explosive as you possibly can. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, expect to find more at usapentathlon.org.